Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your karmic story together this week. Well, the sun is in Leo, and we are chugging along in late Chapter 2 and hopping into Master Shui Chapter 3. We're focused on our heart chakra, our love, what we love about ourselves and others. So we're falling in love with ourselves this week, and we're moving into light casting our personal dreams. That is, being what we expect to come through the law of attraction. The moon starts in sensitive Libra on Sunday, Monday, then gets a little intense in Scorpio on Tuesday, where we have to draw some emotional boundaries, then skips along in jolly Sag Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday, it will hit that T-square in Capricorn, so that's intense. The moon signs most affected are Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Sag, Gemini, and the Cancer, Capricorn spectrum are particularly affected at the end of the week. Now looking at our orbits, man, and which of our chakras are most affected this week. Jupiter, of course, is doing some intensity there in the third chakra, causing a lot of stomach issues for people. The sun orbiting the heart chakra, so those with heart conditions better shape up right now. And the moon this week begins in the throat chakra, so there's a lot of communication in the beginning, and we move up through the nose and the sinuses to the third eye. So you'll have some psychic dreams by the end of the week, and those people who have migraine issues or issues with sinuses might have issues if you are ignoring your feelings, basically. That's how that all works. Looking at the planets, we still have this wondrous grand trine in water that's affecting us. This is going to continue. Now, this is going to be most affected when the moon crosses over Saturn later in the week, and that will cause an emotional trust issue to be changed, and that will, of course, affect Neptune and Jupiter Lilith there at the bottom. That square, that infamous square, is still in effect, Uranus and Pluto wreaking havoc, but Uranus is the real strong part of it, where you have to innovate your personal strength or character. And this T-square, this is getting a lot of press, and this is where the moon is going to cross over Pluto at the end of the week and light this Christmas tree up, which means you'll have to kind of change some emotional rules you have with yourself. Now, looking at a little bit of a close-up here, as the moon crosses Saturn, that's the moment later this week where you'll have to draw some new emotional boundaries with yourself, and Saturn's progressed to step 6. That's the galactic center there it's crossing. And then the moon at the end of the week crosses Pluto, hitting that T-square, so we're going to have a lot of adjustment of our lives, coming to a new settling as a result of these two moon planet crossings, and just where the sun is with our heart. More on that, of course, when we go upstairs. In fact, let's do that now, shall we? Let's take the ascension elevator up and get a bird's eye view of you.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Hello, my heroes, and welcome to 33,000 feet for a bird's eye view of you. Now, we're working on the inner child this month for Aries and Aries risings. This is your heart chakra. These are your personal dreams. This is what life is all about, all right? So if you've been miserable, it's because you're not on the path of your inner child. Duh, right? It is time to get there. And you might go, well, how? Well, it's baby steps, Ram. You take baby steps and you move forward. And this is the week where you really have to put your money where your mouth is and step forward. Another story, Saturn in Scorpio, forcing you to draw the emotional boundaries with yourself. In other words, you know, when you're being a baby, drawing emotional boundaries with yourself to stand up and be tall, to push forward. Another point, Neptune in Pisces, saying, hey, you better listen to your higher self, and you better pray or do your own spirituality on your own routine, because Neptune is retrograde. The universe is not going to throw signs in front of you, all right? I will send you emails, though, saying, hey. And then, of course, Jupiter Lilith. You are stepping out of an emotional trauma, maybe an emotional childhood, for the first time in your life. So those are all the stories going on with the Rams and the Aries rising. So as we start this week, where the sun is in Chapter 2, moving into Chapter 3, that is light casting your personal dreams, your art and your expression, and at the end of the day, stepping into potential serious joy. That's what I call it, passion, expression, what life is all about. all right? So you have to follow through the steps as I talk about, but this is an exciting week if you follow through. Now, the planets are skipping along, as always. The sun at 18 degrees on Sunday, so you're taking action and stepping towards your personal dreams, and by the end of the week, you're taking a spiritual rest. So it's kind of a hurdle of a week. Mercury has joined the party in Leo, so your thoughts are focused now on what the heart wants. There's breakthrough at the beginning of the week, and your mind is super hyperactive by the end. Mars still in Cancer, stirring things at home or with your emotional field or with your stomach, all right? But you are moving forward with taking better care of yourself, hopefully with that Mars, instead of breaking down. And then Jupiter at 10 degrees and 11 says you'll begin to trust and hold space, that your home and family foundation will stop moving now, and the healing process will begin by the end of the week. Now, when it comes to being strong for yourself and drawing emotional personal boundaries, it's now time to draw the boundaries that will maintain peace, not survival. Peace. Peace is a better form of survival. Peace is the best form of survival, and peace also means that you're emotionally playing ball with the world and yourself, giving and receiving. So it's time to enforce inner emotional boundaries that promote your peace, and you should know better than anyone what boundaries don't promote your peace, right? I would think so. Now, moving into last week, the big point of last week was we had Light Cast Day on Tuesday the 6th, and that was really making a decision and taking action for stepping towards your personal dreams. That was the real pivot point of the week. This week, the pivot point comes Thursday, but the action begins on Sunday. You want to step forward and take action in your personal life. Jupiter's at 10 degrees all week. That means you are loving and trusting that the home and family situation will not change. That's vital. Neptune at retrograde 4 degrees says spiritual miracles are possible if you pray, meditate, do yoga, or whatever logs you into the force. So that's all necessary. Step forward with that force, young Skywalker, on Sunday. Then on Monday, you're going to be loving and trusting and acting on what makes sense. On Tuesday, things get master shui, and the moon really begins to cross into Scorpio at this point, and you will begin to have to, your emotional boundaries will be tested Monday, Tuesday. So you're going to have to stand up and stand strong. On Tuesday, things get very passionate, further test of those emotional boundaries. And again, what we're talking about here is moving forward and flowing forward with your personal dreams. But your own adult attitudes about being strong for yourself are vital Monday through Wednesday as things kind of heat up. Thursday is the quantum day. For those people who did their homework and stood up strong and aimed for their heart, I think you will see quantum breakthrough on Thursday. Uranus is ruling up and down the scale. The mind at 13 degrees means there will be an intellectual breakthrough somewhere in the 24-hour period there starting on Thursday. There's a passionate breakthrough with your heart's desire or breakdown on Thursday. And, of course, Neptune is preaching spiritual miracles at 4 degrees. 4, 13, and 22 are all the Uranus degrees, by the way. So we've got a whole lineup for a quantum breakthrough for you with heart's desire. Now, I must say, if you have anything in denial, it will break down. So if your heart is in denial, like you're in love with a married woman or a man, you're going to realize Thursday it ain't going to work because the universe wants you to be happy, okay? So it could be a quantum slap in the face for those who just do not look at the obvious facts. But it will be breakthrough between Thursday and Friday regardless. Even those who were holding out for the last hope will see truth by Friday or Saturday, I do believe. All right, so stick with it. In fact, healing energy does start to pour in between Friday night and Saturday, and that really is a grace of God universe there. That's what the little cool symbol is. And lastly, on Saturn Day, Venus moves into Libra. Now, what this means for you is that giving and receiving, the capital Venus, is moving into your mirage, so it is time to start indulging on yourself Saturday and Sunday, and it is time to start probably thinking about relationships again. Ho-hum. Well, you will. Don't worry, though, you got some time. This is really kind of a precursor to the autumn. Then, taking a sneak peek at next week, it's going to be an intense week, and it really climaxes with that full moon in the center, which is not even really centered on a calendar date. It happens between Tuesday and Wednesday in the intercontinental line, but it's passionate, and Jupiter goes to its home degree of 12 degrees, which means things will get super intense with the expansion of emotions. Now, taking a ground onto Earth, I do want to invite you to guided hangouts. I am literally teaching you how to step in your heart, step in your magic, fall in love, etc. If you haven't watched, go back and watch the other episodes. They're fantastic. People give me great notes. This would help you, Aries. If you want to come on camera, come on down. That's Wednesday at 6 p.m. I'm bringing back my 90-minute seminars called Jumpstart the Heart. Come on down to soulmart.me. You can log in. It's a 90-minute seminar on camera. It's $34.95, and by the end of the 90 minutes, you are feeling good and whistling Dixie. I'm not kidding. I got comments at the bottom there. Lightcast Bootcamp is coming back in September. This is where I help you step into your basic wizardry powers So I just want to put it out there and put it in your noodle. It's going to happen right after the holiday, the 3-day weekend holiday. So think about that if you really want to step in your power this fall. And you got just 2 weeks left to get your Serious Joy reading with me for $99.99. It's you and me on camera with an MP3 in the end. People's lives change. I'm just saying I will not lower my prices slow again. I'm just being honest here. For all that and more, you can go to soulmart.me. All right, Rams, that's all I have for this week. Namaste. I love you. Keep the good fight up. Until next week, live, love, be.